So because it's the new year, I'm going to make some goals. We're already in 2022, my god. And I'm going to put them in this video to force myself, well, no, not to force myself, but to get it out there and hold me to these goals. So I'm going to split it up into different parts. I'm going to start off with the languages one, because that's probably what most of you are interested in. However, if you want to know a little bit more about me, I have my personal goals afterwards, and then some university goals. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is obviously the languages that I'm going to be learning this year. And my absolute main focus is going to be German. I want to get fluent by the end of this year. In around February or March, I'll put up a new video after 1 year of learning German. You can see how far I've come. And in 1 other year, then hopefully that's enough time. Probably. Fingers crossed. Or, yeah, if you know, you know. So I want to read at least 5 books, and that's really not that many. I've already read more than 5 books last year, and I've only been learning German since March or something, February. So it's definitely doable. If you're curious about what I have read so far in German, it'll be in the German update video. So stick around for that if you're curious. You can always subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. You gotta say that at least once in each video, right? The books I have currently with me, let me get them. You can see them up there. So I'm reading Am Ende sterben wir sowieso. This is a really nice book. It's a little bit sad, but it's kind of cute at the same time. I'm almost finished this one, as you can see. I also have the V.E. Schwab book, the Adi LaRue book. It's really, really good. It was a little bit too difficult for me when I started a few months back. As you can see, I didn't get very far, but I'm progressing really nicely with this one, where I'm just reading. So this one's next. I'm also reading, you can check my Instagram. I posted about me reading this book and the other books that I'm currently reading at the same time. I'm reading 3, I know, crazy. But anyway, I also mentioned in my previous video, you can check it out in the description or up here, 22 tips for 2022. And in that, I said that I wanted to focus more on grammar and improving my sentence accuracy and everything in German, because I feel like that's the next step for me. So I bought these books last year, like when I just started learning German, because I was super ambitious and then maybe too much so. So I have the German grammar drills. I think it's flipped, is it? No. Yeah, so I've done a little bit of this. I'll keep doing it. I'll finish it. I don't know when I'll finish it. I'll keep you updated. And for a much more detailed explanation and anything grammar related, I have this huge boy here, this huge book. So we have, this is the Hammer's German Grammar and Usage. It is extremely detailed with examples and everything. There's no exercises, so all of this is literally just grammar explanation. That's German for you. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's been really useful for the stuff I've actually looked in it for. We'll see how everything else plays out. Really good example sentences too, so I can write those down or import them into Lingq as well. So that's really cool. So that's about it for German. No, it's not, I lied. I have one more thing written down, and that is, with the help of my grammar books and stuff, I want to improve my output in German. And I do speak a decent bit with my language exchange partner and some friends I've made here, my roommates as well. But writing, I've not done a lot of. I'm going to be using Journaly. So Journaly is going to function as like a place where I'm going to post at least one thing a month on something specific, and I'll take you along that journey as well, recording the preparation to write something, me writing it, the difficulties I'm facing, posting it, getting the what's the word? Getting the corrections and the criticism, and then how I'm going to use those to improve my writing ability. Okay, now that's it for German. So language number 2 in second place is Japanese. It's been a long time since I've done Japanese. I did it for 2 semesters in my undergrad. Yeah, it was really fun. It was only 2 hours a week, so I haven't really progressed as much as I'd like to have done by now because of different commitments and everything and my change in focus with the languages. But I'm going to do the mini stories in Japanese, and if you don't know what mini stories are, then this is probably your first video you're seeing of mine. Mini stories are from this app called Lingq. I'll probably put it on the screen now while I'm talking. But mini stories are these really, really short, really well structured stories on this app that let you go through the basic vocab in a language, the basic grammar structures in a language, and really build up your confidence with the language in reading and listening and comprehension from starting out really basic and getting progressively more difficult. If this is not new to you and it's not the first time you've heard me talk about it, then welcome back to the channel. And if you are new and hearing this for the first time, I will probably mention it again. So next, I've noticed that I've kind of let my other languages slip like quite a lot. Yeah, so I want to watch or listen to at least one podcast or YouTube video in Mandarin, French, Swedish, and Irish. And also for Irish, I have brought these books over from Ireland so I can read. I think I'm going to read the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory one. I showed it in a previous video, but obviously I did not finish it. So good on me for sticking to those language goals. But yeah, I want to read this one at least by the end of the year, which is definitely doable. Just a few pages now and then. It'll work. So that's everything I have for my language goals. So for personal goals, what do we have? Yeah, so I want to go to the gym at least 4 times a week. And they've changed regulations here in Germany so that if I have a booster vaccine, I don't need to get a test done every time I go to the gym. So that's going to make this much easier than it was last semester. I am going to try and do yoga or meditation in the morning if possible, or sometime throughout the day. And I can also include language into this. I'm not sure how relaxing German can sound, but I can try and find some meditation videos in German to listen to. We'll see how that goes. By doing this, I'm also going to try and fix my sleep schedule because it's kind of been bad. It's a nice word to say. There are other words I could have used, probably better ones, but we'll go with bad. Doesn't make me sound so bad. So the next one is something I'm going to try out for environmental reasons, for health reasons, and for moral reasons, and that is to go vegetarian. I'm going to try at least twice a week, and when I become more used to it, I can increase that number, but I feel like going straight vegetarian at the very beginning can be difficult and what causes a lot of people to stop doing this. I'm going to try it out and test it and see how I go. I can't imagine it'd be too hard once I find some nice recipes and everything. So another thing that I've kind of learned and what I really want to implement this year is I want to try and focus not too much on what other people are doing and rather what I'm doing in the current moment, and not compare myself to the social media viewpoint of other individuals, because as we all know, that can be faked and create a false image of what one's life should be like. So definitely going to try and step back and try and enjoy what I'm doing and focus on my own goals, my own development as a person, I guess. Okay, I think we're just going to go straight into the university ones, and that is to attend every lecture. And I don't mean physically attend it, like I can be there, but I want to be there mentally as well and actually try and pay attention to what's going on in the lecture and not have to review it for the very first time, what it seems like later on down the line. To try and help with this and to try and help with retention and my exams and everything, I'm going to attempt to review the lectures that I've covered throughout the week at the weekend. Maybe not make notes on them, perhaps, but just go through them again and refresh them. This stems from the spaced repetition, that the more you go over something, the more you're going to remember it. And the more you do it at the beginning, the less you'll have to do it later on because you'll already have remembered it. Okay, and lastly, it is to focus a little bit more on YouTube and actually get some regular videos out for you guys. I really want to show you guys what I've been doing with the languages, because I feel like what I'm doing now is just giving you snippets of the progress I've made in German, but not actually bring you guys along through the journey of me actually making mistakes. And well, of course I've made mistakes in the previous videos, that's not what I mean, but what I do mean is bring you along the journey of a language so that maybe you can follow it, or it just allows you to feel like someone is going through the same thing you're going through, and maybe we can share ideas in the comment sections. You can say what you've been doing and what's helped you, and just vice versa. I think I really want to make this into like a community channel where everybody just helps each other. So that's my goal for this channel for this year in 2022. And obviously there's other ones like make 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, maybe monetize it so I can afford some food. That'd be cool too. And yeah, that's everything I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time. Ciao.